For this problem, we're going to use proof by contradiction. Suppose that y plus x equals 2y minus x, and x and y are not both 0. Prove that y is not equal to 0. Okay, so we have a couple givens and a goal. And our goal is sort of proving that something is not true, right? And that's often a pain. And so proof by contradiction can be a good idea. And for that, we want to take the negation of that statement, namely y equals 0, as a given, and try and arrive at some sort of contradiction. So here we are. We've got a couple of equations here. And we need to combine them somehow, probably, and looks like we can just substitute 0 for y in the first equation up here. And when we do that, all that's left is x equals negative x. And from that, we can add x to each side and divide both sides by 2, and we get x equals 0. And at this point, we have our contradiction, right? Because we have x equals 0, y equals 0, and then the statement that x and y are not both 0. So those three statements together give us our contradiction. Okay, let's write this out. So we began trying to do proof by contradiction by taking the negation of our goal as a given and making a contradiction our goal. So we'll say, suppose for contradiction that y equals 0, and then what we just substituted 0 for y in that equation to arrive at x equals negative x. So substituting y equals 0 into y plus x equals 2y minus x. We get x equals negative x. And from there we had to add x to each side and then divide both sides by 2. So I'll say adding x to each side, and let's combine these into a single line, and then dividing each side by 2, we get that x equals 0. And that got us our contradiction, right? X equals 0 and y equals 0 contradicted this statement, which gives us our goal. Okay, so we have x equals 0 and y equals 0 here in our proof, so I'll just say this. Well, I'll say the last one here, x equals 0 contradicts the fact, I guess, yeah, both of them mean 0 contradicts the fact that x and y are not both 0. And just to sum up, we supposed that y equals 0, we got a contradiction, therefore we can conclude that y is not equal to 0. And we're done.